Welcome to my channel. This is the first video of February and you wonder why am I in such a compromising position. However, I want to show you the reality of this mess. So today is the 1st February. Let me see if I can go on my knees. Is that better? So today is the 1st of February and I have decided this year to actually change my mindset, and I started the year by organizing my living space. I have gone through my walk-in wardrobe and organized everything there, my makeup and certain things in the wardrobes. There's still loads to do, but at least it's really nice to get in the room now and not have a mess there. And the same thing I've done with my kitchen, gone through all the cupboards and organized things, and it just feels really good to start the year by this kind of intense spring clean. Historically, I would always wait until the spring to start it, but to be honest with you, over the years, just things get so busy that I wanted to start the year with focusing on that, and it makes me feel a lot more settled and a lot more comfortable and relaxed when I sort out my space. So the studio is the last place in my house that I need to have a big kind of organizing situation. So I've done things throughout last year, beginning of the year. I've done this part of the studio, and then I needed to do the back side of it, and then I was going to take you on a studio tour, which I haven't had a chance. Then I also throughout the year, towards the end of the year, took out some of the books from my bookshelves and put some of the art supplies there, but it's all a mess. It needs like baskets and organizing things, so it becomes very easy for me, just like with my kitchen, to get to things, because when I'm cooking, same thing with art, when I'm painting, when I'm creating, I need to get to things easily. I need to know exactly where they are so I can find them, get to them, but also not kind of lift 500 things of the item that I need to get to it. So like I said, this is the reality of things. You can't see, but I have 3 studio lights all down here, and I am not worried in the slightest, there she says, to show you the mess and the reality of how things actually are and where I'm going with this. So, as things are, I have been working with pencils last year, just trying to put these lights. See, as soon as you touch one thing, it never goes perfectly back in place. Anyway, last year I started working with pencils, and I find myself in the situation where I've got them separated by brands. And what I want to do now is use pencils for their colors rather than brands. Because if we stop thinking about the essential brand and a certain color from that brand, then we can have, if we put all of them together, we'll have so many more choices than just with one brand. I probably should have said this right in the beginning of the video, but you probably can also read that in the title. Meeden has kindly sent me a few products to try out and share with you. Some of those products I have actually picked myself, and some of them they sent to me. So I will leave the most exciting to the last, and I think I should maybe try to sit down. Okay, that's probably better. I found a chair to sit down on and my knees are killing me. Hello 40s. So, Porcelain paint palette. Now I will also link those products down below. I'm now affiliated with them. Totally forgot to say, on the checkout, please use my coupon code Alyona10 for a 10% discount. So I have available links for you to click on, and if you're interested to purchase these products, that would help me tremendously as a channel. would be amazing support. So today I'm just going to show you a few of those products, and then we're going to go back to that organization side of things. And then probably will be a video where I will be using those products, because I think using them is the most exciting part for any artist. So palette, and oh my gosh, this is so cute. So it's smaller than the ones, you know, the traditional ones. I have one in my cupboard. Let me just get it. Yes, so let me just show you an example of how things are currently in my cupboards. This is what I have to go through to get to a palette that I need. All of that needs to be sorted. Oh no, so there's more. Hold on, hang on there. See, that's why I end up not using any of them, because they're all just stuck like this. And I must come up with a system where I actually can display them in an easier way to get to them. Anyway, almost there. Okay, so this is the palette that you traditionally get, and this is the one from Meeden. How cute is that? So it's a little bit smaller, but it's that same concept of 7 wells in there. And I absolutely love that it's smaller. I wasn't aware of it, but yeah, cute, really, really cute. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. So the next thing I wanted to try out, which I really needed. So if you have been following my channel, excuse the dirty water. However, this is the jar I'm working with, and it has been kind of my lucky jar throughout the years. So many viewers have been commenting to say that, you know, isn't it better to have 2 jars? And yes, you were totally right. It is better to have 2 jars, but I had this weird attachment to this Kilner jar that I had right from the beginning of my channel, and I still love it. I still take it with me, like when I have commission type of work where I have to travel to, still take this one with me, and I used it when I was working in a studio recently. So there is something about it. However, it is really not practical, because during that studio shoot I had to ask to get this water replaced like 10 times, you know, so I do need a better system. And I know that Meeden have this lovely porcelain paint wash cup. It's called, I think it is called slightly different when I went onto their website to register for the affiliate program. So it's called slightly different now, but you'll see it down below in the links. Again, all packaged beautifully, very sturdy. And look at that, it's not gonna break in transit. Oh, she's heavy. She's really heavy and sturdy. I love that. So you can, you know, put a bunch of brushes there. It's not gonna knock over. It's not plastic. It's really beautiful. There is a logo here too. And yeah, I think it's a great product. Really looking forward to it. It has a great amount of water in here. I don't feel like I'm going to knock it over on the desk very easily because it's open. That's why I always liked my jar with the screw top. And I feel like once I'm finished, tip it out and have it dry on my desk, and then as I'm about to start painting, fill it up with fresh water and kind of have that cycle and routine going with it. Love the look of it. Seriously, very nice. I don't feel like it's going to take that much space on my desk. I mean, it's going to be slightly more than that little jar that I had, but you have to sort of just consider what is more important for you. A small tiny jar, but then of course the negatives are going and refilling it very often, or do you want something that's quite practical and it's not going to interrupt the process? You can just focus on the flow of your art without going and changing the water. So what you do is you have one water that you wash the very dirty brushes, and then you have like changing color and things like that. And then if you just want to wet a brush or do like a second wash, you do it in the lighter water, so it kind of stretches it out more basically. Okay, next thing they have sent me, and I think these 3 items are where I don't think I have selected them, so thank you very much Meeden for sending them to me as well to try out. So we have got the watercolor paint brush set, and it's a 10-piece. I have seen these here on YouTube and they looked really gorgeous, so I'm really kind of excited to try them out. I love the turquoisey blue merging into the white, so the ombre look, and then same thing with the bristles. I think it's a really cool look. Love the variety of the brushes. It's got loads of fine kind of medium tips and some flat brushes and a fan brush. There is no name on the brushes, no sizing on the brushes, but I do love even this brush. I love the design of it. Look how cool it is. It's really nice. I'm trying to focus on the brush. There we go. All right, so looking forward to try them out. Like I said, I will do a video on that. And then we have two things which, let me just open them up for you. And one of them is the paper, watercolor, 100% cotton, cold press, acid free paper. You have 20 sheets in here and it's 300 GSM. So all of that sounds very good to me. Open this up. I will be doing a little vlog soon to catch you up on what's been happening. Kind of green. Can we see that? I don't know if you can see, but it's got a green tint to it. So let me just take off the first. Okay, so with the rearrangement, I have to look for things. I'm telling you, there can't be anything more frustrating than not knowing where your tools or certain paints are. And then I also need to W54, is it called? Do the doors of the cupboards. Okay, I think this is just the cover. So I'm just lifting it, or trying to lift it with a spatula, and you can see it's a white paper here. So all good. The paper looks nice. It has really lovely texture. If you like your papers to have texture, then you would really enjoy this texture. Can we see the texture? I hope we can. There we go. Okay, so that's that, and I'll do a little painting sesh for you at some point. Can't promise you exactly when. So then we have the watercolor paint set, 24 colors, and it doesn't say here, but those are the tubes, I think. And we have high extensibility, bright colors, versatility, and non-toxic. So here are the colors. We've got the names, we've got the pigment, transparency, and what are those? And light fastness here as well. 3 is like the highest light fastness, and there's only one which is orange yellow that has 2 stars. Okay, so that's all very good. All right, voila, let's do it together. Oh, it's packaged inside as well, so I need to lift that off, but I won't do it just for now. Excuse the reflection. These are the kind of, I feel like, the traditional colors. Being 24, you can't have that many kind of unique mixes here, so we will try them out and I will let you know what they are like. Now to the most exciting part, which is the drawer. So here it is. It's so beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous piece of equipment to have in your studio. So thank you so much, Meeden, for sending these products, and of course this big beast of a beautiful 6-drawer box. So let me just show you. They come out like this. I'm just trying to balance it on my hand here. So you can completely pull them out, the drawers, and you can store all of your pencils there. And I really like the fact that the drawers come out completely. So this type of thing would be great for watercolors, half pans, small tubes, all that kind of thing, but I need it for my pencils. And the idea here is to have pencils by color and mixed brands. So I don't know if you can see this area, which I'm happy with, but I want this drawer to be not tucked away somewhere, so you can't see my head. I don't want it to be tucked away in one of my cupboards, because then again I need to open the doors, I need to then get to it. I want to make the accessibility nice and easy, and so therefore the point here being is I'm going to place this box here, and then decorate it kind of with books and cuteness and see what it looks like. I also like that it's dark wood and it looks really poppy with the rest of my white and kind of black. I have a little bit of black decor, but mostly it's white, so it's gonna pop nicely. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and let's see what it looks like and just take you on the process with me. Okay, so I think this is looking nice. However, I'm not sure that I should be loading that much weight on top of it. It's nice and sturdy, but it is ridiculously heavy. It looks like a stack of small books, but it is super heavy. So kind of thinking about just taking a few books out and yeah, do something with it. And then the fairy lights would go back in. It takes me a while to like a new arrangement, especially if I had something for a long time. It just kind of takes a little bit of time to get used to it again. This is not done by any means, you know, I will have to go through everything and like properly clear it out, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how neat this looks. And although my decor, like I said, is predominantly white, I was not worried to have this beautiful piece of wood in my studio. So let's pop these out. These are just anti-mold little sachets. And the idea here is if I wanted to take the tray and put it somewhere in like a close proximity to my desk, I could do it. Really like the fact that they're not stuck on. And then I will basically put a bunch of pencils in there. So at the moment I have this system, right? It's by brand, and I will show you this. So what it is, I have here my Derwent Lightfast, all separate, and you know, they go all in colors, like in color order as they are manufactured by the numbers. So I always like that type of situation. And then flicking through like a book, there's more layers there. So that's my Derwent Lightfast, and my polychromos right at the end, because I just don't enjoy using them as much. They're a fantastic pencil, but they're just a little bit hard for how I like using pencils. And then before the light dies on me, I will show you a few other things. So what we have here is my Caran Luminance pencils. I have them in 2 jars, so the blues and the greens in here, and the grays, browns, and then I have my yellows, oranges and pinks in here. And then I have Holbein. So these are always on my desk. So I've got a nice cute little Holbein open stock that I buy. So these are all colors. I also have a drawer of pencils that I keep that I keep in boxes, and I would keep them in boxes when I was reviewing products, but I'm done with that. I am an artist now. So I need to paint. I need to use my tools rather than have this mentality of a YouTuber that I need to keep them in the original packaging so I can show you, I can do. No, I don't, because I've done it all. So I also have on my desk this lovely selection, which are my watercolor pencils. Now, I'm not going to mix my watercolor pencils. Oh, this is awkward. So I'm not going to mix my watercolor pencils with regular pencils. That's a no-go area for me. So I'll probably keep these as they are. These are also Caran d'Ache, and these are the aquarelle pencils. And then let me give you a quick look before I fall over with all the other pencils that I have. So then I have Derwent drawing pencils. I have Derwent Color Soft. In fact, I've pretty much got everything except for one type of a pencil from Derwent, which I don't enjoy, as they are a little bit hard, similar to polychromos. But other than that, I've got all the Derwent pencils, and then Holbein pastel set. However, I am slightly nervous that if I take them all out of the boxes, mix them up, and then realize that there is not enough space in there for all of them. So I kind of will have to... Okay, well, let's do the Holbeins, shall we? How many pencils we can get into one of these sections? Let's just start with these ones like that. They're so gorgeous. And the perfectionist in me is worried that will take me like a whole week to put them like in mixed order, because obviously they are perfectly selected in my boxes, the original boxes. But here's the thing, to be honest with you, I could just transfer them as they are, still brand by brand, and divide them where possible into different drawers. They also have a 10 drawer, which I might order, and then they have smaller ones that you can just stack on top of each other. That's another option. So you could get, I think there is a four drawer, so you could stack the 4, have 2 or 3 of them, or you can get the 10 drawer, and like I said, this is the 6 drawer. So in one of those sections we fit 10 of the Holbein pencils, and then there is a middle section here, and let's see how many pencils go in here. And these partitions, they're not coming out, by the way. So here we have got kind of 3.5, I'd say. So if your pencils are thicker, then probably just 3 will be right. So I just realized my memory card got full, of course. So before the light, what a mess. Before the light goes completely, I'm not sure when it stopped recording. I was just saying that you got 10 pencils that fit into one of these big areas. Partition doesn't come out. And then you have either 3.5 spaces for the thin pencils, or if your pencils are on a thicker side, like a Derwent drawing pencil, then probably comfortably you'd fit 3. Otherwise, if they're thin, you can just layer the 4th one over slightly so you can still see the 3 colors underneath. And to take them out, you just swing or push rather your pencil to the front of the drawer and then take it out. So just to explain to you that they're nice and long, these spaces. So you have this much space in here, and you can easily get your finger in there to retrieve the pencil. So I am going to continue with my organization, and it will take me a good couple of days. So I am hoping by next week I will be able to update you with what I have decided for these trays, what kind of arrangements I'm going to go for, and whether I have ordered any more of these drawers, because they are amazing. Just as a quick reminder, they are all linked, all of the products I have mentioned today by Meeden, they're linked as affiliate links down below, so check them out if you're interested. And once again, Meeden, thank you so much for sending these amazing things that have made my life, or are about to make my life as an artist, so much more chilled and enjoyable by getting quickly to the right color. Literally all I need to do now is pull out the tray, and you can see I can go very far to see the length of the pencil. The tray is not falling out. Obviously don't go that far, but you can go about here, and it just is self-holding. Stunning arrangement. that's it from me for today, and I'll see you next week. Ta-da!